Has James Gunn saved the DCU already with Creature Commandos, or will Superman be his downfall? Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's your boy Chris. Welcome back to Age of the Geek. This week I want to talk about James Gunn and two of his most recent projects, Creature Commandos, which is already finished, and Superman, which will be coming out July 11th. First, I want to talk about Creature Commandos. Now, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was really well written. I thought the action was pretty good. It was a bit gory, but it was TVMA, and James Gunn said it was going to be a bit gory. I think that it was pretty well paced too for only, I think, 6, maybe 7 episodes. And I just, the ending was a bit of a, not cliffhanger per se, but it was a bit almost, it felt a little pushed, a little rushed at times. It also felt like there was just one part, and because I don't want to spoil it, but there's this one part that just felt kind of like this big lead up to kind of nothing, if you know what I mean. Now, for those of you who have seen it, I want you to put in the comments what you thought about the show, and if you know what I'm talking about, that one part in the last episode, I want you to tell me what you thought about it, because it was kind of, I don't think I actually liked it that much. That was the one bad thing about the entire show, is it just kind of went nowhere with it. I want to talk about the characters they had in there. We had Dr. Phosphorus, we had the Bride, Frankenstein, G.I. Robot, Weasel, from whom we saw in Suicide Squad 2, possibly the first one. We had Nina, who was kind of like a fish girl. We had Rick Flag Sr., who I thought was a pretty good character. I will say that out of all of those characters, G.I. Robot was most definitely my favorite. Do believe he was voiced by Alan Tudyk, who is a great voice actor. He's in basically everything these days. And it's just, he was such a simple character, just a robot built in the 40s to kill Nazis. That's his entire thing. And he had so much fun doing it. I mean, the cute little guy was having so much fun just putting bullets in Nazi's head. And I can't blame him. I think I would too. I'm not gonna lie, the entire time, every time he was like, "Are you a Nazi? Are we killing Nazis?" The only thing I was thinking in my head was Inglourious Bastards out here shooting Nazis. If you know what I'm talking about. Now, I will say that one thing I really did enjoy was how every episode was basically, not basically, it was, every episode was a backstory for each character. Like, episode 1 was all about Rick, I do believe. Episode 2 was about the Bride. Like, every episode was about one specific character's backstory. And out of all of them, Weasels was the most sad. Because, I mean, dude, for those of you who have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't, I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm not going to spoil it. You just need to go see it. But that was one of the saddest things I've seen. I feel bad not knowing what they've said about him and what they said he's done. I just feel so bad for my little dude. He just wanted to help people. He just loves having fun, and I felt so bad for him. Here now, we already have season 2 being greenlit, which I am happy about, because it was a very good show. It felt short. Every episode was a banger. It was so much fun. The opening was so good. It was so funny. It felt very, I mean, it's James Gunn, so it felt very like a more rated M or rated R version of, Guardians of the Galaxy. But I loved it so much that I never skipped the opening, which I do for a lot of shows, but I never skipped it. I think season 2 should be pretty good, with the Bride being kind of like the leader now. I hope they have Rick Flag come back again, because I thought he was a pretty good character. I never really liked Amanda Waller. I mean, I've always kind of hated her, especially with what she did in the comics most recently. She's always just been kind of like the epitome of just like someone with too much power in the government and not enough people telling her no. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of her. Like, she's good for progressing a story for bad guys and for her being a bad guy in the end, but I just never really been a big fan of her. So, but I am very glad that season 2 is going to be coming. I don't know when it's going to be coming. I hope it's going to be about next year. But with TV shows like this, sometimes it might be a year, maybe 2 years. Now, next thing I want to talk about is Superman and his trailer. All right, now I want to talk about James Gunn's first movie for the DCEU, which is going to be Superman, which I am very much looking forward to, because, one, it looks very good. It is very bright, which is a little bit different from Henry Cavill's Superman, which is still my most favorite Superman movie ever, and you can fight me for that in the comments. In the comments, but I don't care. I'm not going to hear anything about. I won't hear your complaints. I won't hear your fights. I love it. It's my favorite movie, and I don't think this one will top it. But I will say that it is very bright looking. I think David Cornsweat's going to be David Cornsweat is going to be a very good Superman. He looks the part. I would say he looks more like Clark Kent, while Henry Cavill looked more like Superman. But that's okay. I think he's going to do pretty good. I, for one, really like the suit. I know a lot of people have had it's a very like 50-50 whether you do or don't like the suit. I like it. I think it's very like his mom made it for him, right? It looks very like homemade compared to Henry Cavill's Superman, which came from his ship, right? I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like too came out of a dollar store or a Halloween store. I think that the trunks even look good with it. They do look a little comic-y, like not comic-y, but they look a little bit funny at times. But I'm sure we'll all get to love them. Now, my favorite thing about that entire outfit is the crest, the Superman symbol. I love it so much. First off, the yellow symbol on the back. I've always loved that with Superman. But his symbol this time looks a lot like Kingdom Come Superman, which is probably one of my favorite runs. Not runs, but it's one of my favorite looks for him. Like the very sharp S with the black behind it. I'm kind of hoping that because maybe they just had it because they thought it looked good, but I'm hoping that may be even a small hint that we may even get a Kingdom Come like movie or show or something in the future, which I would love because Kingdom Come is a very, very, very good comic run. It's very well drawn. It's very, very well written, and it's kind of one of my favorites. Now, I will say that one of the things that I like the most about like the choices that James Gunn has made is different hairstyles going from Clark Kent to Superman. Clark's is a bit more like, it's got all his hair out right kind of above his eyes. So it's like hiding a little bit, making him a little bit more unnoticeable, I guess. While Superman's very like slick back, slick to the side, like he usually is in the comics. Maybe they'll even have the little, curl that Superman has always had. But I think it will work well. Instead of just having Clark Kent in some glasses, Henry Cavill with glasses just looks like Superman in glasses. So I think him adding that with the hairstyle, I think it'll be a pretty good addition. Now, I will say one of my favorite things out of that entire trailer, besides crypto, I'm gonna get to that in a second, is the guitar theme for the movie. The Superman theme being done by an electric guitar. It sounded so good. I love electric guitars. I love rock music, and as you can tell by my intro, and just the Superman theme in guitar, especially an electric guitar. I need that on Spotify so quick because I'll listen to it every single day. It sounded so good, and I think it'll fit like that Superman pretty well. But now I want to talk about crypto because it's crypto. We got crypto in a live Crypto the Superdog in a live Superman movie. I don't think we've had that before. We've had him in TV shows. We had him in his own like animated movie, but he looked very good. I hope they have like an actual dog instead of just the CGI dog they had in the trailer. But I love crypto. I love dogs. I have 2 of them, and my dog is a crackhead, but I love him so much. And crypto being part of this movie made me 10 times happier to see the movie and made me want to go see the movie even more. I don't care if the movie is crap. Crypto in it and the guitar theme and the Kingdom Come symbol is going to make me rewatch this movie at least one more time, even if it is bad. But I want to move on to the other characters we've seen in the trailer. For instance, Lex Luthor, who I think looks pretty good. Now, I never had a problem with the Lex Luthor that we had in the other movies, like Henry Cavill Superman and the movie I don't really like that much, Batman versus Superman. I liked that Lex a lot because it was a bit more the brainy side, the bit more like egotistical, just he thinks he's better than everybody. He thinks he's better than Superman because he's human and not an alien. I liked that one. I know a lot of people hated it, but I don't know. I just always kind of liked it. But I really do like this Lex Luthor, since he's already bought him. Maybe we'll get a joke about how he got that way, but I like the look of him. I love the actor. Can't tell you his name right now because I've forgotten. But I think he looks pretty good. I think he's not going to be. I wish they would have the Lex Luthor that was like the beefy, trying to be the peak of human Lex Luthor, similar to like Batman. But I don't know. I hope he's going to be pretty good. I want to talk about Guy Gardner also, who looks accurate, I guess, comic accurate. I love that actor too. I can't with the hairstyle. I know it's comic accurate, and I know they did that on purpose. I can't do the hairstyle. It just looks corny. It looks bad. It looks like somebody put a bowl on his head and just cut all the way across. I don't like it. I don't like it. And he looks very old. I know the actor is just like actually like in his 40s. I don't know, the haircut, and it just doesn't look great. The jacket is a interesting choice. I think maybe because I remember seeing something about that a lot of the characters in there are going to have like those leather jackets, kind of like I don't know, like a team thing. I think that might be cool. I thought at first that it was kind of like, his Guy Gardner's Green Lantern outfit has always had that like cut off arms. I don't know what that is, like a waistcoat thing, but with no arms, which I thought looked pretty good. I thought maybe that's what they were going for, but I don't know. It's a choice for sure. Although the CGI for the Green Lantern ring looks very good, and again, like I said, I love the actor, so I'm sure he'll do well. I also want to talk about Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific looks very, very, very good. Now, I loved the Mr. Terrific from the CW. Then again, I loved a lot of the stuff that came from CW. They brought a lot of that over. I would be a lot happier. But the actor who plays Mr. Terrific looks very good. He looks the part. The hair looks good. The outfit looks very good. I'm hoping they lean heavy into the like smartest man in the universe thing instead of just making him like kind of super smart. At least make him smarter than Lex Luthor because he is. Please have the T-spheres. I love the T-spheres. I do enjoy Mr. Terrific. I love him in the comics. I love him in the movies and the TV shows. But I just really hope they do well with him because he's a very, very, very good character. Now, like I said, it is going to be released on July 11th. I am definitely seeing it the day it comes out as soon as possible, probably in the afternoon because there's less people, hopefully. Now, like I said in the intro, this movie might be what is the downfall of James Gunn. I don't think so. Tell me in the comments what you think. I mean, all we have is just the first trailer. I know. But I am very, very cautiously hopeful for it because I love DC. I love Superman. I love the Batman movie. I don't want to talk about that, whatever it was, Flash movie, but I'm hoping they do him so much better if they just bring Grant Gustin back as the Flash. Everyone will be happy. They will make so much money. I will be half of the money they make. I will go bankrupt to go see him. That's all I'm saying. Now, like I said, it comes out July 11th. I will be there in the movie theaters to see it, and I hope you guys will be too. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good week.